Hey Gold Rush fans. Well, the halfway point in this season has come and gone, so let's talk about the upcoming episode of Gold Rush. All the miners have gold in their jars, but only one miner is on pace for their goal for the season. First up are the Clayton Brothers. So Brandon and Brady, they're making their way to Golden Acres, or as I call it, Fantasyland. Last week they mined 10 ounces of gold in 2 days, so at that rate, they should be at Golden Acres in only a few weeks. So they're well behind the pace for 500 ounces, but they have roughly 4 times the amount of gold that Team Misfits has. So that's a pretty good runner-up prize for the season. So if the S-Bend cut produced 10 ounces of gold in 2 days of running, they should have no problem getting that 15 to 20 ounces of gold this week. Next up is Team Beats. So last week they mined 161 ounces of gold, and they just passed the 1,000 ounce mark for the season. But they're halfway into the season now, and they should be closer to that 2,500 ounce mark or past that by this point in the season. The two cuts they're running just, it's not giving up the gold like they were expecting it to. They did have some mechanical issues last week, but nothing too crazy. The ground must be pretty lean where they're mining at right now. So Team Beats, they honestly need to pick up the pace and produce some more major cleanups, or this season, I think it's going to be a bust for them. So hopefully for this upcoming episode of Gold Rush, they're going to get about 200 ounces of gold, which will kind of get them back on pace for that 5,000 ounce season. Next up is Parker. So finally, the ball's in motion, and we're going to see some Alaskan mining. Tyson did a hell of a job last week on his own and deserves a foreman position in the Yukon, but not Alaska. So as of right now, Parker's the only one that has a chance of hitting his goal of 10,000 ounces for the season. Last week's $1 million cleanup seriously helped the situation. Parker and his crew, they're chewing through the ground pretty quickly in the Yukon. And like I said a few videos ago, that Panama Canal cut, that's going to be pretty critical at the end of the season. So let's talk about Parker's gold haul for this upcoming episode. His Yukon operation, it should exceed that 500 ounce mark again. But for the Alaskan operation, that's kind of up in the air. They have an untested wash plant, and it's kind of concerning, but I have a feeling that Mitch is going to be stationed up in Alaska. He's going to oversee it, and he'll make the adjustments as needed, to help get the team producing gold in their first week up there. Hopefully, they're going to get right around 100 ounces of gold. It's not a lot for Parker, but it's a step in the right direction. So last up is Fred. So Team Misfits, in my opinion, should honestly pack up their bags and head home. This will save them time and money. Team Misfits has mined 6 ounces of gold for this season, so they're not even reached that 50 ounce mark, let alone a 500 ounce mark for this season. In my opinion, Team Misfits, they need to make a change in leadership and have Buzz take the lead. He has the most mining experience, and Fred needs to have some humble pie. For Team Misfits, I have 2 scenarios depending on who is in command. So if Buzz is able to take command of Team Misfits, which probably won't happen, they'll actually have a pretty decent gold weight of at least 15 ounces of gold. Now if Fred is in command, which is more than likely to happen, they'll be in that 5 to 10 ounce range, and 10's kind of high. There you have it, Gold Rush fans. This episode, it should be called Humble Pie. So if you like the content, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Till the next time.